In this video, I will show you how to install Chocolatey and a few basic commands that you need to know when starting using Chocolatey. And as you can see here, I have a few tabs open. One is a web page for installing Chocolatey. It's the official page from chocolatey.org. And other tab is my GitHub page, where I have all the commands that I will be explaining in this video, and also a few useful links that you can check out if you want to. One is the download page, other one is documentation and a repository. Let's begin by installing Chocolatey. So let's go to the Chocolatey website and let's scroll down a bit. And as you can see here, there is a PowerShell command for the installation. I will copy the command, and now we need to open our terminal or PowerShell window as an administrator. So in my case, it's a terminal, and I will run it as administrator. And the only thing that I need to do is to paste in the command and click enter. As you can see, the Chocolatey has finished installing, and we can check if it works by entering choco command, and it gave us the version number. So everything seems to be running fine. Now let's go to the repository site where we have all the community packages. I click on the community, then find packages. And as you can see here, we have almost 10,000 packages, and this number is growing day by day. And one thing to understand, that these packages are not made by Chocolatey, but they are made by community. Almost all packages here are made by different people. As you can see here, there is one package here, and it's for Adobe Reader. And here we have the installation command for installing Adobe Reader package. I can click here to copy the command, go to my terminal, paste in the command, and I will also add -y to confirm the installation, because without it, it would ask us if we really want to install the software. And as you can see, it started installing. Also, this package has some dependencies, so it's also trying to install some Windows updates, like this one and this one. But it says that it's skipped for us, because this update is for Windows 8.1 and Windows Server 2012 R2. And this will also count as successful package install, like this. And this are two separate packages that installs on top of Adobe Reader. And here we have Adobe Reader installation itself. We can see the download links that it's using. Here it's installing MSP file and the executable. And the MSP file is most likely some type of configuration for the silent installation. Here it says that Adobe Reader has been installed, and it's currently applying a patch to it. And it seems that it's done installing, and as you can see here, it says 3 out of 3 packages has been installed. We can double check that by going to our control panel. Click on uninstall a program, and as you can see, we have Adobe Acrobat Reader here that has been installed with Chocolatey. We can check the installed packages by typing choco list, and we see all the installed packages inside of our computer. There is also a way to install multiple packages. Let's go back to the repository, and let's say that we want Mozilla Firefox. So instead of copying the command, let's click on plus sign. And as you can see here, we have a builder button now. So let's look what else we can install. Let's install Notepad++. And let's install 7-zip. Now let's click on the builder, select generate script. We can edit it by removing some software if we clicked by accident here. But in my case, I will select next. Here I selected individual, click next once more. And as you can see, we have this simple script that basically runs choco command multiple times. It's a bit different than the regular command because it also provides a version, package version. We actually could edit this script and remove this if we want it to always install the newest version. But for this video, this is fine. It also added the -y because if it would not provide that, it would always ask, do you really want to install Firefox? Do you really want to install Notepad? And same goes for the 7-zip. Okay, so next I can copy the command. Well, in this case, it's a script. And I can just paste it in my terminal. And as you can see, it started downloading Firefox. In this case, it seems there was no dependencies, so it didn't install any other software for us. Once again, we see the link which it is using to download the installation files. Same goes for the 7-zip, but for the 7-zip, as you can see, there was no download page, download link. I think it's because that the installation files are included inside of the package. Okay. And here is the Notepad++. Yeah, everything seems to be fine. Let's check our installed packages. Choco list once again. And we see that we have 7-zip, Adobe Reader, Firefox, and Notepad++. One important thing to understand here that when you're using choco install command, you are not really installing software. You are installing packages, and then the packages install the software. And it's important because, for example, if you would uninstall Adobe Reader in this case manually, Choco would not know about that. Let me demonstrate it by going to my programs and features. I will refresh the screen, and as you can see, we see the new software that we installed, and I will remove Mozilla Firefox. Next uninstall, and finish. And let's try running Choco list once again. And as you can see here, it says that Choco Firefox package is installed. We can even try installing Firefox once again. I'll just copy the command from here and then paste it in. And it says we cannot install Firefox package because Firefox package is already installed. So the best practice here would be that if you're using Choco to install software, you also should uninstall software using Choco. Otherwise, you might have some unpredictable results when updating software. Let me show you a different command. It's choco upgrade all. And as you can see, it's it is checking all the versions that you have installed, all the package versions that you have installed with package versions inside of the repository. And it's checking the Firefox package also, even though we don't have the software no more on our system. And some packages update the software by installing the new version on top of the old one. And that means that it might install software that you don't want anymore. Also, if you want to reinstall the package when it's already installed, but you'll no longer have the software on your computer, you can use the same installation command, but you need to add -f to force the installation. Basically, you're saying, yeah, I know that I have this package, but install it anyway. Yeah, as you can see, it says that you already have it installed, but okay, I will install it for you anyway. And once again, we have Firefox installed. And if you want to uninstall a package, it's just choco uninstall and then package name. And as you can see, it started performing then on installation, but I forgot to add a -y. So it is asking us if we really want to perform this action. So now I need to type y here. And it performed the uninstallation. And if we do choco list again, we don't have the package installed, and also we don't have the software in our computer. And I think there is one more command that I wanted to discuss in this video, and that's choco search. I will copy it from here. And basically it performs a package search in the repository. Then you can see what packages it found, and you could perform the installation. But sometimes it gives a lot of results. There are ways to filter out the results. Let's try Google. But it's a bit too complicated. And for me, the best solution always was just to use the website to find the packages that I want. Because not only that I can see the packages here, but I also can go inside and see the comments and see if any people have some types of problems using the package that I want to install. So that's it for this video. Like and subscribe if you want to see more, and see you in the next one.